Hello friends, welcome to CS tutorial. Today we'll be solving problem 1007, minimum domino rotations for equal row. And what is this problem about? First of all, I want to say it's one of the top asked question in Google based on Leetcode algorithm. So I think it's a pretty important question if you want to get into a company like Google. So what does the problem state? It says in a row of dominoes, A of I and B of I represents the top and bottom halves of the ith domino. A domino is a tile with two numbers from 1 to 6 minus 1 on each half. Oh, sorry, from 1 to 6, 1 on each half of the tile. We may rotate the ith domino so that A of I and B of I swap values. Return the minimum number of rotations so that all values of in A are the same or all values in B are the same. If it cannot be done, just return -1, right? So the example here we're given is um, we have A of I, we have B of I. There's the A array and there's the B array. And the solution here is if we swap this two, we have, and we swap this two, we're able to have A's value to be all twos. And also if we swap, but we cannot, looking at this, we can't swap any value in A to have a consecutive um, representation in B. Consecutive values, say one single number, all fives in B. So that is not possible. But we can do that for A. So the answer is 2, which is the minimum number of rotations. We rotate one here, we rotate one here, and that is 2. And another example here, A has 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, and B has 3, 6, 3, 3, 4. And the output is -1. So let's just walk through this and try to see, excuse me, try to see why it's not possible. So this one, A of I is 3, B of I is 3. Um, so I guess the value we're going to be trying to switch to is either all threes for A or all threes for B. If we start from the first one, A of 1 we already have 3, A of 0, and A of 1 we have 5, but B of 1 we have 6. So it's impossible to switch B of 1 to A of 1 and have a 3 there, which makes it impossible to solve to switch anything to get consecutive threes. Without talking too much, we're just gonna go ahead and write some code, and when we're done, I can explain a little bit more. So what we're gonna do here is first of all check if our rotations is gonna be possible. If not, we just return a 0. Um, I like to start with this int len is equal to a dot length, and we're gonna define a variable called rotations, and to make this equal to a method we're gonna write is gonna help us verify. We're gonna pass in a of 0, we're gonna pass in array A, we're gonna pass in array B, and we're gonna pass in the length. And now we'll say if rotations is equal to is not equal to -1, is not equal to -1, or a of 0 is equal to b of 0, we just want to return rotations. Else return verify. We're passing B this time, B of 0. Now we're passing A, we're passing B, we're passing our length. So we'll go ahead and write our method here. Uh-oh, excuse me. Sorry, public int verify int x int array of a int array of b and int n. And we want to say int, so rotations of a, I'll just call this ra, will be equal to 0. Int rb, make this equal to 0. Say for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n, and I plus plus. This is where we're going to be doing our checking. If a of I is not equal to x and b of I is not equal to x, which is the value we're comparing to, we just want to return -1. Else, if um, a of I is not equal to x, uh, then what we just want to do here is increment our a counter to know how many counts is going to require to make a all one value. Else, if b of I is not equal to x and rb plus plus. And when we're done, we just want to return the minimum. Oh, okay, that's what's wrong. Sorry about this, I just missed my indentation a little bit. So what I want to do here is return the minimum, match the mean between RA and RB, because we only want to know which one can be done in minimum time. RB, and that's it. Let me run this code and then we could go over it a little bit. So what we're doing here in our verify method, we have RA, which stores the amount of rotations A array needs, and RB, which stores the amount of rotations B array needs. So for every element in either A or B, based on how we call it here, um, if the if any value in A is not equal to what we want to convert to, and any value in B is not equal to what we want to convert to, then it cannot be done as in the example here. But if one is not equal to x, if A is not equal to x, it means B is equal, and B is equal to x, then we just increment the counter. We say, okay, hey, that's one rotations that needs to be done, and similar for B, and we'll return back the minimum of that, and that solves it. And as you can see, 3 minute, the runtime is 3 milliseconds. All right, thanks you guys. Have a wonderful day.